Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We, the team of This Is Not a Film, present to you the film review podcast of Monsoon Wedding, directed by Meera Nair. We are your hosts for today. I'm Avivan.
I'm Nandita.
Hi, I'm Bhumi.
Hi, I'm Anandi.
And this is Manan this side. So before we dive into this review, let's discuss the topics we'll be covering to give you all our take on the film.
We'll be covering the genres present in the movie, its theme, and we'll be discussing the summary and relevance of the direction and filmmaking. This podcast will also cover our analysis of characters and the overall acting and music. We will conclude by giving you our take on the film as a whole.
The film starts as a farce that is taking place while planning an impending arranged marriage. Several families assemble to take part in 4 days of customary celebrations and ceremonies. The father of the bride, Lalit Verma, played by the veteran actor Nasruddin Shah, rushes the unhurried Dubey, played by Vijay Raj, the wedding coordinator who has to repair Marigold Arch. As Dubey consumes the marigolds, then idly falls for Alice, the domestic helper at Verma's, played by my favorite Telugu Shon. He commands his 3 workers to get to work.
Aditi, played by Vasundhara Das, is the betrothed daughter of Lalit. Her pompous boss, a talk show host, has been having an affair with her, endangering the family's carefully set preparations for her wedding. Over the next 2 hours, Nair shifts from one melodramatic conflict to another, addresses the caste system's social stratification in India, incorporates vivacious dance numbers, astounds her audience with a pedophilia subplot, and concludes everything with a delightfully romantic climax.
The story setting a middle class residence in New Delhi is populated by many characters representing various languages and nationalities. The marriage ceremony includes visitors from Australia, Muscat, the United States, and other countries. And the characters speak a mixture of Hindi, English, and Punjabi.
Characters such as the bridegroom, Hemant, played by Parveen Dabas, who works with the computers in Houston but consents to an arranged marriage, negotiate the junction of traditional traditions and Western influence. In the meantime, traditional attire is required for ceremonies in the evening, such as a mehendi party and a wedding shower, where ladies gather to decorate the bride.
The film depicts the reality of a wedding, from its preparation to its execution. In between, it beautifully showcases the interpersonal relationships among its characters. I think very few films such as Shakun Batra's Kapoor and Sons and Zoya Akhtar's Dil Dhadakne Do have been able to accurately portray the complex relationships and traumas of a family, and Monsoon Wedding is one of them. It also highlights the most important and touched topic in Indian households, child sexual abuse, through the character of Riya.
Absolutely, Manan. The film presents this sensitive topic in a sympathetic manner. It also conveys how differently a family member reacts when a person shares their ordeal. I remember growing infuriated when the aunt, wife of Tej, remarked that Riya was lying and unmarried girls like her often make such fantasies. Ugh. Oh, I also wanted to say that the same scene where Ria wents out in front of the abuser and a family made me recall a kind of similar scene from Imtiaz Ali's Highway, another exceptional film.
Oh, yeah, that scene does resemble Highway, but unlike Highway, in this film, the victim's guardian confronts the abuser, who is not only a close relative but also often helps the family out in their grim situations. He most profoundly breaks the tradition to do the right thing. The overall theme is that eventually family love can overcome the challenges and make things right as a whole.
Film is majorly a family drama with an actual set of a major family event, which is the wedding. It very nicely encapsulates the feelings of chaos and complexity. It also has subgenres of romance and comedy. There are a few intimate scenes that give us the ideas of romance, and there are also comedic scenes which give us a reason to keep watching the film. Overall, there is also melodrama, which also makes it very relatable and suitable for Indian audiences, like us.
One of those happy movies that leap over country boundaries and celebrate the commonality of human nature is Meera Nair's Monsoon Wedding. The story chronicles the activities in the substantial Delhi based Verma family as their daughter Aditi gets ready to wed Houston based computer programmer Hemant, played by Parveen Dabas, to meet the bride his parents had chosen for an arranged marriage. He is an NRI who has returned from India. These unions are a long standing custom.
However, these are contemporary young people, and in the first scene, Aditi is seen having a quick conversation with her married lover, a TV host. She reluctantly consented to the prearranged union partly because of his lover's cryptic comments about potential future divorce from his wife.
I feel the bride's parents, Lalit and Pimmi, are the main characters. I love them utterly throughout the film. He's so concerned with everything, the health of his family, his obligations as a host, and oh, most importantly, the weather. Well, let's just say he did get lucky in that part. PK Dubey, who is in charge of the celebrations, appears to be overcharging him and does not reassure Lalit with his use of such excellent terms such as exactly and approximately. Interestingly, all the characters communicate through English in the film.
But yes, Punjabi and Hindi are also occasionally used in the same sentence. The outcome is lovely. We enjoy seeing the foreign film and with the convenience of knowing what is said entirely. Although there are some touching moments in the romance between Aditi and Hemant, mainly when they are honest with one another about their past, the viewer will fall in love with Peter Dube's helpless display of passion for Alice as he kneels before a marigold heart.
And you know what? The severe turning point occurs when Aditi's father prioritizes family ties above all else and deviates from the custom to act honorably in a trying circumstance.
Meera Nair sets out a realistic approach in the story as well as the character lineup. The characters switching between Hindi, English, and Punjabi portrayed a family that is Indian and Western. The direction was perfectly aligned with the characters and their traits.
The filmmaking was absolutely amazing. Ideas of jump cuts were used in many scenes, such as when Pimmi confronts Lalit, and right after that scene, Alice is shown filling water from the tap. Point of view is also showcased when Ria sees the child with her uncle Tej. Zoom is also seen at various instances in the movie.
Monsoon Wedding is a fittingly named film. Despite being set in the rainy season, it is also a torrent of stylistic and emotional situations. This awkward mismatch of traditions resembles a conventional Bollywood production, where tone breaks and sporadic interjections are accepted, if not expected. Bollywood movies frequently provide increased stimulation due to the variety of narratives, vibrant asides, random musical numbers, and emotional shifts that make each scene fresh and engaging.
The film has an ensemble cast. Each actor has given an authentic performance, which truly left me mesmerized. One of the specialities of the film is definitely the cast. The characters made me feel like we already know them, even though we have never met them before. It had hidden gems that began appearing in the mainstream Bollywood films just a few years back, such as Chef Ali Shah, Tilotoma Shome.
Also, Vijay Raz, how can you forget him?
Oh, yeah.
I also think the music throughout the film enhances both the emotions and the environment of the film. The weddings are both fun and sad, therefore, the film's soundtrack is energetic as well as melancholic. The dance numbers, which were popular in the decade in which the film was made, are used to bring out the fun side, and the traditional tunes are used to represent the distressing emotions. Melodies that we have heard before are used in the film. That's the reason there's a sense of familiarity with music. Did you all recognize the legend Mohammed Rafi's Aaj Mausam Bada Beimaan Hai in the film? One of my favorite songs. God, it was a beautiful artwork in itself.
I agree, Bhumi. We can see that this film is a very good example when it comes to the representation of family dynamics in a diverse culture as Indian. We who grew up seeing these dynamics can totally understand and relate to the problems, confrontations, and regret. As we see in the film, weddings are a very good way of bringing together the family who live miles and miles away from each other and still have the ability to understand and be compassionate to its members. Sadly, we have come to the end of our episode. I hope our audience really enjoyed our podcast, and I really hope to see all of our members next time. So, we hope as a team that you have a great day. Thank you.